If you're viewing this video and you haven't downloaded the internship checklist, you need to go to it first and download it, and that way you can follow along with me on how to get your Blackboard site set and report for the rest of the semester. So you'll see internship up here. This may not be your particular one, but they'll look very similar. You'll go here to the Getting Started, and you're going to click on the Getting Started, and you'll see a series of items here. So for instance, we got the internship checklist, the Getting Started video, which you're watching now, internship description, internship agreement, intern essential functions, and the diary for 8 weeks. Now, depending on your particular internship, you may have an 8-week diary or a 16-week diary, but regardless, it's going to be the same for downloading, uploading, and reporting. So if we take a look up here and we go to the internship checklist, I'm going to bring that, and then I'm going to click this down, and you're going to have basically things that you need to do, and I suggest you print this off and check it off as you go. The majority of it is going to be required the first week. Okay, so like these first 9 items you have to do the first week, otherwise I'm going to have to drop you from the class, because if we don't get that in, it's not showing as participating. So don't delay on this. Go ahead and get this in. So print that off, and then we're going to go here to the next, be the Getting Started video, which you're going to be watching now. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to get to the internship description, and so it shows you 3 attempts, etc. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you click on Start Attempt 1. You're not necessarily going to upload that at this time. You could, but I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to give you the internship description. And so I'm going to download, or I'm just going to click on this to let you see. So for instance, it says describe the internship as presented to you by your employer or supervisor. If you have an internship description provided by the employer or supervisor, upload it instead of this written description. Okay, so here's where I'm going to type it in. You may have an internship that doesn't have an official job description or internship description, but the employer tells you what they want you to do. So type that in on here, okay? But you can't do it here. We're going to have to download it. So I'm going to show you. It's the same for everything. Now, your system may be different. I'm going to click on download, and it's going to put it up here, and I'm going to have to move it around a little bit. But basically, download this and keep it on your hard drive or flash drive. So I'm going to click on download here, and you're going to see up here it says internship description. And so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. I'm going to click here, and it's going to show me the file. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring it up. And so I'm going to enable to edit this. You may or may not get that, depending on what you do. And so here, if I don't have a description, or I don't have one that the employer's provided, I'm going to type this in. Okay. And so I'm going to type that in, then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do a save as, and in this particular case, I'm going to save this to my flash drive, because I'm going to have to work on this and upload it eventually. So I'm going to click on Browse, got internship description. I'm going to come down here to my E drive, and I'm going to save that. As a matter of fact, why don't I just put in, if it'll let me here, yeah, it's not going to, but okay, I'll save her there. Okay, so I'm finished with that one for now. And so I'm going to close that, and I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to submit this because I don't have it filled out yet. So I'm going to close that. Then I'm going to come down here to the internship agreement. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to start submit one, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it there. And it's going to show you it's the agreement. You got your name, the semester, you know, the credit hours, who the supervisor is, who you're going to be doing. It gives a little explanation down here how you get credit. Then you're going to have to sign it. Your cooperating internship supervisor is going to have to sign it. And so we have that. And then once we get that finished, we're going to upload that too. So same thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that. And I'm going to enable editing, and I'm going to do a save as. I'm going to browse. I'm going to take this down to my E drive, which is where I'm keeping my flash drive, and I'm going to save it. Okay? Now, I'm going to have to fill this out, and more than likely, I can fill out part of it using the Word document, but I'm not going to be able to get the signatures that way. So if I do that, or I print it and fill it out by hand, then I'll have my I'll sign it, and then the cooperating person will sign it, and you're going to either scan it or perhaps take a picture of it and upload it where I'm going to show you here in just a moment. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to get out of there, and then we're going to get out of here, and we're going to go to essential functions. The essential functions are basically what the main things that your job description or your internship description, or what the employer wants you to do. So the same thing, I'm going to go ahead and click the Start Attempt. I'm going to put this down here. Now you'll see that there's 10 listed. And so, for instance, if I'm doing something and I'm required to, let's say, monitor the social media, so that would be a function. If I had another one where they wanted me to develop flyers for a handout at a trade show, I'd put that as one. If they wanted me to research particular customers or trends in the industry, I'd put that down. So you may have 10, you may have 12, you may have 4 or 5, depending on how involved they are. And so you're going to put those functions down, and you're going to upload that. This is also what you're going to use as your evaluation. So once you complete this, don't throw it away. Hang on to it. And so the evaluation is where your instructor, or I'm sorry, your supervisor for the internship will grade you on those items. Did you monitor the functions well? Did you do the media, etc.? So A, B, C, or D. Same thing here, A, B, C, or D. And then once it's done, you're going to upload this as part of your supervisor evaluation. So this has 2 folds. So put the functions down here and upload it, and at the end of the semester you'll get your grade. So we're going to exit from that. So we're going to exit from that, and then I'm going to come down here, and the last thing that you're going to need to upload. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I made a mistake here. Let's do this. We're going to do the one attempt. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to download it. I'm going to open it. I'm going to enable editing. I'm going to do a save as, and I'm going to save it to my E drive, which is right there. I'm going to save it, and then again I've got it whenever I need to fill it out and upload it back up. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to download here is I'm going to get the diary. So again, this could be an 8-week diary or a 16-week diary. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up a Word. Okay, and what it has is for each week of your internship, you're to keep a diary. And what I want you to do is, let's say you have 10 items on here. And so the first week they only have you work on 3 or 4. That's fine. So what we're going to do is write what that essential function was that I worked on that week and put the progress in. You're going to be fairly descriptive on what you did. So for instance, if it was monitor social media, tell me what you did to monitor social media. Just don't say, I monitored social media. Okay. Same way for any other one. Now, if you have a week where you have 6 or 7, then just simply copy and paste and type that in. Now you'll see here on this one, and you need to save it again to your flash drive, is you need to fill this out every week. And then when you get to the end, the last week here, this is where you're going to type your summary of the internship. Okay. So this summary should be briefly give an overview of the internship, etc., and how you worked with the essential functions. Okay. And so that's my proof that you did it, plus the evaluation. So now we've got everything downloaded that we need for this particular semester. So let's go back here. So we're going to do a couple things here. You can see where you have these due dates. Then this means that you need to upload something here. So on the internship description, I'm going to open that, and it's going to ask me for that continued attempt. Let's say that my organization had one. I'm going to save a copy or scan it to my flash drive, or if they didn't, I'm going to go ahead and fill that out, and I'm going to do continue one attempt, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to attach here. So I'm going to find my drive here, and let's see, this was my description. So let's see if we can find internship description. So I'm going to click on that, I'm going to open it and save it. Okay, so there it is. There's your completed income or internship description. That way, when I look at it, I can see what you did. So it's going to convert and come down here. Now, of course, this was just the one we had, but I can use this, and you're going to tell me where it is. Then I'm going to submit it. Okay. Okay, and then this basically proves that your submission was put in. So if there was ever an issue that, hey, you didn't submit it, you can say, yes, I did. It was internet problem or whatever. Okay. If you don't submit, I'm probably going to be on you anyway. So you can either download that to keep a record or not. And so we've got that done. If I make a mistake, I can go back in and do number 2. And I can upload it again. So sometimes people will upload the template and forget to upload the completed template. So don't panic, just do attempt 2 and upload it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to come here on our getting started, and we did the internship description. Now we're going to do the agreement, same thing. And so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to look for internship agreement. Internship agreement. Where are you? There she is. And open it. And here we go. I'm going to save it. It's going to go in there. That way I can review it. Once it's finished, I'm going to submit it. I'm going to submit it, and there we go. And then I'm going to close that. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to get the essential functions. Just the same process here, and I want to download it. So I've completed the essential functions. That is going to be matching my internship duties. And where are we? Right there. I'm going to open that. And remember, this is also going to be what I used for grading. And so there we go. And if you want, you can change the name of the document if you wish, as long as I can see it. I don't care what you call it. And so I'm going to submit that. Get the same deal. I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to come over here. The last things I'm going to need to do is that from the rest of the semester, I'm going to have to upload updates on week 2, 4, 6, and 8. I won't show you how to upload the weekly updates except for the first one here. And so we'll click on the week 2 update. Again, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go find the 8-week diary, and so we're in the UBS 8-week diary. Okay, in this particular case, I would have filled out the first 2 weeks. I'm not necessarily going to be concerned about the other weeks because I've only got to do the first 2, right? And so I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to upload it, and it's going to tell me what I did and what the function was and what I did on those first 2 weeks. I'm going to submit it. Okay, I'm going to continue to keep that diary, and so every time it comes up another 2 weeks, I'll click on it and update it. Week 6, I'll do the same thing. Week 8, I will go ahead and finish the diary, but I will also upload the summary, or this what you did at the end of it. So you'll have the full 8-week diary plus the summary of what you did for that particular one, and that'll take care of that. Then lastly, I'm going to talk to my supervisor with the essential functions. I'm going to have them grade it, and then I'm going to scan it or take a picture of it or whatever, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to find that internship essential functions and evaluation. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to open it, and it's going to come down here, and it's going to save everything. It's going to have my essential functions listed, the grade with the supervisor's approval on it. I'm going to submit it, and that should be it. That's what you have to do for the semester. The only other thing that you may want to look at, there's a syllabus in here and a few other things that are required by the university. But if you follow this and make sure you upload things on or before the due date, then you should be in really good shape. If you have any questions about this, contact me by email, myers-d@mssu.edu, and please remember to get the first 9 items of the checklist submitted before Sunday at 11:59 of the first week.